Hey everyone, this is Cippy with mtgovideos.com, and I am bringing you a Scars 4322 draft. Make all the cards nice and big for everyone. So, in this format, I usually like playing white-red if possible, if it's open, but if something else presents itself as being viable, we can go with that. This first pick here, we're looking at for me, it's between Barrage Ogre, True Conviction, and Snap Sail Glider. Like, Snap Sail Glider can go into any deck. In fact, it goes into the white-red archetype that I'm striving for. But I really like Barrage Ogre, and this Furnace Celebration very well may wheel, and these two cards together are actually quite good. I've seen some pretty interesting Furnace Celebration decks recently, so I might want to try something out along those lines, but I'll go with the Barrage Ogre. Although I do really love True Conviction. Actually, I think I might just take the True Conviction. It's really good. We'll go with the True Conviction. Hate changing my mind at the very last second, but yeah, this card is just, it's good. It's just very, very good. Here I don't like a lot of the cards. Not a fan of Sun Chaser, even if I have like a lot of cards to get me to Metalcraft. Replica is filler, but it's still actually fine. You just want to make sure you have enough artifacts. Mirror Reservoir, we don't really have anything to abuse. Necropede, I think, is going to be the pick. It's a 2-mana guy that trades with 2/2s. So there's really nothing wrong with it. So I think that'll be our selection here. Here, we're passing Arrest, which is always nice when your intent is to play white. Chrome Steed's awesome. I'm not going to get anything back in this pack. But yeah, there's 3 Infect cards here. I mean, maybe Infect's open, but I don't like playing Infect. So we're just going to take the Arrest, which is awesome. Deal with any creature in the format. It's getting kind of to a scary point right now where we want to build a, like, I always try and set myself up for Metalcraft when I'm playing white or white-red, and I only have 1 artifact so far, which is really bad. I like Golem's Warden, I like Liquid Metal Coating, and like Spell Bombs. I'm thinking that I might just take the Spell Bomb here, because while Golem's Warden's really good, this will give me a chance to splash anything. And usually when I'm playing white-red, I'm also splashing green or black. Or I could play white-green splash red, which is another common archetype for me. So I'm going to go with the Spell Bomb. Yeah, I think we could go in the direction of this Furnace Celebration deck. There's just a Culling Deus and a Furnace Celebration here. Both of which work really well in conjunction with each other. I think that first Furnace Celebration is going to come back. So I'm going to take the Culling Deus here and see if it works out for me. I'm going to have to start taking creatures somewhat higher. But there's not really anything else in this pack I am going gaga over. There's a Vidalcan Surtarch, which is good, but not really in the archetype I want to play, and I want to see if I can get this Furnace Celebration deck. Here there's a couple good cards. There's Volshock Replica and Sunspear Shikari. Nice thing about Sunspear Shikari is if you get them early, you can sculpt your deck around it. But I might just take the artifact here. I do love Sunspear Shikari, but I think I'm just going to take the Volshock Replica, get myself more artifacts, make sure that I can pick up any late Metalcraft creatures, and play them without worrying about having Metalcraft. Here there's a gold mirror. There's a bajillion Galma's Wardens going around. Riddlesmith is good, but I don't. I try to avoid blue because I don't like playing it very much. And gold mirror is something that will slot really nicely into our deck right now. So I'm just gonna go with that. Here there's another Surtarch and a Fume Spitter, also amazing. We're gonna take the Rustic though. It's an artifact and it's good, so those are premiums in this format. If you have a good artifact, it's almost always going in your deck, and it helps, you know, improve all your other creatures. Okay, here, I think we're gonna take the Lumen Grid Drake. There's been a lot of good blue passed, and I'm not necessarily by taking this card saying I'm gonna play blue, but it's a good blue card, and I'm setting myself up for some kind of Metalcraft archetype. So I think now is the time to take it. We did pass 2 Surtarches, but there's not much we can really do about that now. Especially because if I was taking them, I'd have far less artifacts at the moment, and they would be far, far worse. Here we're going to take the Auriok Replica. It's just another artifact. Simple as that. So we'll notice that Furnace Celebration didn't come back, so this Culling Deus is now a bit worse. So we're not going to get that Furnace Celebration deck. It's unfortunate. So we're going to stop someone else from getting it, because that's the most annoying thing. We'll take the Exidia Daredevil. Which one of these cards do I not want to play against? I think I'm going to take Azuri's Archers. It's a really good cyborg card against any kind of flyers, and if I'm going to play this flyer here, I want to make sure that people can have these. We'll take the Plated Sea Strider. In case I play blue, it's playable. It's not very good. Soul Parry is not a card I'm really a fan of. Get rid of that. We'll leave the deck looking like this for now. So I don't think we're in very good or very poor shape at the moment, but you never know what can happen. So here there's a couple good cards. There's Trinket Mage, but as I said, I don't like playing blue, and right now it only gets Horizon Spellbomb. So I'm mainly looking at Rusted Relic, Turn to Slag, and Origin Spellbomb. Origin Spellbomb is just like a slam dunk for this deck. Rusted Relics, obviously very, very good in here. We're on pace for 21 artifacts. I think we'll probably play like 15 or 16. Or there's Turn to Slag, which is a card that I'm a gigantic fan of. Probably more so than most people. I don't understand why people don't like this card as much as I do, because it is awesome. The only issue is we passed our neighbor into red, so we're not going to get any more red this pack. We're not going to get significantly good red this pack. But I think I want to take it here, but I'm still deciding between the Relic and it. And I think I'm actually going to take the Relic because I know I'm going to play the Relic, whereas I don't know if I'm going to play this Turn to Slag. And there's another Turn to Slag. Which is awkward, because I was pretty certain that... I guess the rare is missing, so I mean it could be anything. So here are choices between Turn to Slag and Origin Spellbomb, which is pretty much what the choice was before. Necropede would be fine in this deck again, you know, just another one, but I think these two cards are just stronger. We're not really committed to blue at all. We're barely committed to white. And Turn to Slag has a lot of 2-for-1 potential. I do love Origin Spellbomb. I think it's easily the best one, but you know, removal in this format is pretty weak, and this can deal with a lot of stuff that the other removal can't deal with. Not to mention it has high 2-for-1 potential. Here we have another rustic or a glint hawk. Glint hawk goes fairly well in our deck. Cheap evasive flyers are good to have. But there's just another rustic, which I think is better. And it's funny because I've seen this rustic twisted image. There's also Trigonal Corruption, which is pretty good too. This seems like a run. I see these two together a lot. I think I'm just going to take the rustic. Trigonal Corruption is really good, but I'm not going to be able to recharge it, and it's a slightly slower than rustic. There's a whole lot of Vincer's Journals. I think here I don't mind Wall of Tanglecord. Slows games down. There's even another Shikari. Zuri Archers can probably go. It looks like we're heading towards a semi control deck. I'm gonna want to be able to win with something evasive in the end. I think that means I should probably take the Wall of Tanglecord here and leave myself open to be playing blue, and maybe not the red. Here there's a Volshock replica. I think that's an easy pick for us. I mean, 3/1s for 3 are good. I like them in this format. Not to mention, like, it can put a lot of damage down quickly if you're playing red. And not to mention, I hit all the other cards in the packs. So, easy pick. Gear Grabber, not a fan of. Trigon of Infestation, no good. I might take the Scrap Diver Servant here. Serpent, not Servant. It's a pretty good late game finisher. It's almost always unblockable, and he's kind of hard to deal with. So we'll go with this. This pack I don't really like. It's either a quarter shield or a turn aside, and I don't really have anything to combo with a quarter shield, so I'm probably just going to take the turn aside as a sideboard card. Here there's a Manamir, a Saber